but Allah, and I witness that Muhammad is his prophet. Assalamu alaikum. I was also very surprised to hear other Western scientists quote statements in the Quran about embryology and about geology and various other medical matters.
The stages of embryonic and fetal development mentioned in the Quran should be used when teaching Muslim students because they are in accordance with our modern understanding of the development before birth. It will also enable Muslim doctors and nurses to explain human development to their patients using Quranic references.
Some of those facts not having been discovered until the years of the present century. As the Quran and Hadith are some 1400 years old, that surprised me very much and made me wonder what the source could be.
Muhammad could not have known these facts about human development in the 7th century because most of them were not discovered until the 20th century. Muslims and others are justified in concluding that these facts could only have been revealed to Muhammad by the one who knows all about us, not only about how we developed, but how we live and function.
We make a big mistake that we look at Islam as perfect and somehow we think we're perfect. No, Islam was made perfect. We weren't made perfect. We came after that. So we're trying to get to something that's relatively near perfection, but we can never be perfect. So sometimes we give up. We create these unattainable spiritual goals that become counterproductive into our life. And the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, وَلَنْ يُشَدْ أَحَدٌ هَذَا الدِّينِ إِلَّا غَلَبَ. No one will make the religion hard except it will defeat them. They'll be defeated by it. So he said, فَسَدِّدُوا وَقَارِبُوا. So try your best. Work hard. Make effort. Incremental change.
You see, I read two non-Muslim biographies of Muhammad. One was by Rodenson, who's an atheist, who hated the man. But many interesting things come up about his life that I had to wonder about. One story that's told is that when he was an older man, he had a son named Abraham. The son died when the child was 2 years old. The same day the boy died, there was an eclipse of the sun. The sky went dark. And the Muslims came running to their prophet and said, "Look, it's a miracle. Your child died and the sky went dark in sadness." It occurred to me, see, if he was a crazy man, he'd probably believe what they said. He'd probably think, yes, it's a miracle. My child died, the sky is dark. Yes, it's a miracle. If he was a crazy man. If he was a liar, he would have taken advantage of it. He would have said, yes, right, my child died, the sky is dark, you tell everyone, it proves I'm a prophet. It's a miracle. But what did he do? He became angry with the Muslims. He told them that was nonsense. He was angry with them. How dare you say that? He said, the sun and the moon are signs of God, and they don't worry themselves about the birth of a man or the death of a son of Muhammad. Doesn't look very crazy, doesn't look much like a liar. Now you have a third alternative, of course, which people tell you all the time. They say, no, he was not a liar. He was not a crazy man. He was deceived by the devil. Deceived by the devil. It's an interesting idea, but whatever you say, you better be ready to back it up. There's a lot of difficulties with that idea. For example, there is a verse in the Quran which tells the reader about a good habit to develop. It tells him, before you read this book, always say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim, which means, I take refuge in God from Satan the rejected. Is this Satan who wrote this? Who said, before you read my book, ask God to save you from me? Is that Satan who wrote that?
No, I believe, for instance, I suppose every culture does differ slightly in the interpretations.
Yes, ma'am.
In the Middle East, for instance, Saudi Arabia,
Yes, ma'am.
they discourage or don't allow women to travel on their own.
Yes, ma'am.
Would that be for their protection?
Correct. You see, now we ourselves too, we wouldn't like our daughters to be going out alone. You know, our son is going to Johannesburg and say, well, you can thumb lift.
Yeah.
But I won't in a hurry tell my daughter to thumb lift.
Yes.
I tell my brother, you can thumb lift, you know.
Yeah.
But I can't tell my wife, go and thumb lift.
Yeah.
You know the obvious reasons. Because man, the predator, he is waiting there, you know, to exploit the weakness of woman. So in Islam, we are not allowed to be alone with a woman who's not my wife, or my sister, or my mother, or my daughter. Everybody else at a respectable distance. For example, if I was traveling to Johannesburg and I saw you standing there by the roadside thumbing a lift,
You drive straight past.
my religion says don't give her a lift. My religion tells me I should not give you a lift. Why? Because you are white? No. Even if a woman of my own race, it tells me I should not give her a lift. Because it is a challenge to man's manliness. We are two traveling together alone in the car. Before we reach our destination, I want to know whether she is married, any children, how long you married, so 15 years, any children, is it no, isn't Mr. Todd working hard enough? What? These are the thin edge of the wedge, you know, we're trying to know, have you got a boyfriend? Is it no? You say when you go on the other side, you know, I can take you to the cinema, you know, you can go to the dance. At the back of the mind, there's something more than a dance, and a dinner is involved. So the Creator knows the machine that He has made is keep them at a respectable distance. The lady is there with a gentleman, maybe her brother, give her a lift, act of charity. Or maybe her husband, give them, father and daughter, give them a lift, act of charity. But alone, don't tempt providence. So it's the practical aspect of